Welcome to the party, everybody. Let me know if this audio is working or not. Excuse me. Because obviously, this is the first rough run. That's what I like to call it. First time you get out to try to do something, there's always a rough first run. Depends on whatever. Whenever I go fishing, I always forget something. And whenever I go hunting, I'm always forgetting something. You know, first day out ice fishing, you're like, what? Anyway, I thought this was all going to go smooth. And then I had trouble finding the cord that hooks up my mic to the phone. And I ended up finding it in my truck. So anyway, as you guys know, this is a live stream. So it's all straight with no cuts. And as you can see behind me, I know that looks good to you guys because it looks good to me. The last time I filmed out here was, what was it, Tuesday, Monday morning? No, it would have been Sunday morning out here at Kinsman Beach, and there was no ice whatsoever. And now look at it. I can see out to the islands there, and I tell you, it looks like it's almost completely covered, save a few wet spots going out there. Now, I know there's a lot of snow that's on top of whatever's out there, but it seems like things were calm enough that it actually put a crust out here. And there's all sorts of interesting stuff forming up over here. It's sort of blowing up and stuff like that. It's pretty breezy right now, to be honest with you. But it doesn't seem like it's moving the ice around too much at the moment. I received an email from Bernie. He told me that it was calm enough on, was it Wednesday night or maybe it was Tuesday night, that there was actually a crust that formed over Hunter's Bay. And of course, Corey Jingra put me onto this spot here. I'm at Kinsman Beach, and he said that there was ice going out 500 yards from here. And looking at it right now, I'd say there's more than that. So if this holds tight, and then we get a few more colder days, this is gonna really crust up, and then we're really talking good stuff. That's when we start being able to, punch some holes, measure some ice. At the moment, we're just looking at it. If I had my drone, I do have my drone here, but if it wasn't so windy, I'd fly it up over here. I didn't know that drone batteries sort of go bad after a while, and I tried to order some new ones, and for whatever reason they canceled my order. So I'm a little bit wary of flying my drone over this slushy stuff because I'm worried about the batteries that are 2 years old now. So I got to get some fresh batteries going, but I'm probably still gonna take some shots. Hopefully tomorrow it's gonna be sunny and hopefully not too windy. Like today is +2. So a lot of that snow that's on the ice out there is hopefully going to melt up and contribute to the ice. I'm not sure what the temperatures are going to be like tonight. I know that it's been cold at night as of the last, week or so, and exceptionally cold on a few of those days. I think last night it was cold, but not that cold, and definitely +2 today. All the snow out here is pretty slushy and wet. Good for snowman building. But it's not too bad, but obviously you want it to be freezing up. So I just going through some comments here. BBHAF says, can't wait for this year's song. The funniest part is that potentially, if I can get it together, there will be 4 new songs this year. But I'm gonna say at least 2 of those will for sure be released before the opener, and I'm pretty hyped about them. We'll see how they go over. Just going through a few more comments here. Right on. We'll be cooking with ice soon. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's always wild when you see the lake and it's all wavy, and you think to yourself, like, one day I'm gonna be walking on that again. And that day is going to be pretty soon. Yeah, I agree. Michael Gates, the wind does indeed need to piss off. How you doing there, Species 8472? So my brother and my dad came down with the COVID recently, and because I get a lot of tests through my work, because I work with people with disabilities, so there was a long time where we had to test ourselves before we went to work any day of the week. So I got a whole bunch of tests, and I decided to test myself last night just because I had a runny nose. I wanted to see, I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if I have a runny nose and that's COVID? And sure enough, I did a test twice, and yeah, right now I have COVID-19 as we speak, or at least the rapid test says that I do. And right now I just have a runny nose. The last time I had it, it was the same thing, runny nose. I wouldn't have even thought about it had my brother and my dad not, told me that they had it. But I saw my dad for about 5 minutes outside in Bracebridge. Well, he gave me a freezer. So that was the last time that I saw him. And I'd be surprised if that -9 on that day, and wind and all that stuff, and not being in the same vehicle, that he could possibly transmit the COVID to me. But my son and wife don't have it, or at least they don't have it yet. They had some sort of cold that was way worse than this, but they don't seem to be testing positive for it. So anyway, I don't feel terrible, but I don't feel like super amazing or anything. But it's not going to stop me from doing a couple live reports as long as I'm staying away from everybody who comes near me. So if you see me out here for the next 10 days, don't try to shake my hand, because you might get the bad stuff. Just gonna check over some of these comments here. Yeah, it's gonna be a great year for ice fishing. I feel like this is gonna happen earlier than it has for the last 2 years, and I'm optimistic about how this is going to play. It kind of sucks having to do ice reports like all the way into January. Not that I don't like hanging out and all that stuff. It's awesome when the ice is thick enough on the opener to get out there, and that's what I'm hoping for this year. I think it's only been like the last 2 years where it's been kind of shoddy at the opening of the season. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing another live report tomorrow, and I'll be out there. I'm not sure. I haven't decided where I'm going to go, but I'll do another live report. So if anybody has any new info, send it my way. Of course, I have no way to mix in any kind of pictures or anything for you guys to see in the live streams. So a lot of that will end up going into the next edited report, which I'll be filming on Saturday, and then we'll be releasing on Sunday. If you haven't already, make sure you go and leave a comment on my last video for the 28th, the 28th of November, so that you can get entered into the draw from Limestone Lures and Bad Habit Baits, because we got all those ready to go. The prizes are ready to fly, and I'll be drawing a name out of sock on Sunday morning for the prize winners. Somebody just asked, how's Calendar Bay looking? When I was there, November 28th, there was definitely slush along the sides, and I suspect that today it probably is going to look something like what I have behind me, but I haven't heard any updates from anybody yet, and haven't made it out there since I was there on Tuesday morning. Anyway, so get your guesses in, not your guesses, get your name, or leave a comment in the last video. This video soon. I'm trying to release it earlier this year than usual, so people can start getting their guesses in, and so far so good. So this was the rough first live stream of this, reporting year. So forgive me for being late. I apologize. I'm terrible with time. I don't know how it happened, but obviously I was late to my own party here. But we'll catch you for the live stream tomorrow. And it's good to see you guys all showing up in this live stream. There's quite a few people here compared to usual. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow. I haven't really set a time, but keep an eye open. Anybody who has the notification bell on my YouTube channel gets everything, all the info you need right off the bat through YouTube. That's the quickest way to make sure you're catching all these live streams and catching all the videos that I release as they come out. As well, in addition to that, I put stuff on my Facebook page. That's also a good spot. But we're gonna catch you guys tomorrow. I gotta go get my tires changed on my truck to their winter tires, so I better bounce out here. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Yeah, my finger's too cold to press the button here.